When millions of kilograms of garlic stalks went bad and were thrown away during the drought, the villagers finally regretted it. They had cut off their own source of income. Just yesterday, the young man had successfully sold 3 million kilograms of the village's garlic stalks. But afterward, the villagers cornered him at the gate of his house, accusing him of making dirty money. The reason? The mayor's niece had discovered that buyers outside the village were paying more than he was. They were paying 4 cents more than what Zhou Jianming gave us. So where did those 4 cents go? Tell me, didn't he just put them in his own pocket? The moment they heard that, the villagers exploded and started arguing. Zhou Jianming, did you really take a commission? And here we were saying how capable you were. So your talent was actually taking advantage of your own people. 3 million kilos, 4 cents per kilo. Do you know how much money that is? I looked at their faces one by one and felt the irony deeply. Just a few days earlier, they had all been standing in my yard, begging me to save them. Aunt Wang had grabbed my mother's hand while crying, saying she couldn't afford her son's tuition. Uncle Li had patted me on the shoulder and said, Jianming, if you manage to sell these garlic stalks, I'll even kneel before you. But now they were standing at my front gate. There was none of the desperation they had shown while begging me. Their eyes only gleamed as if they had just caught a thief. Isn't that right? You told us 44 cents, but they paid you 48. 4 cents are missing. Don't tell me it was for your work. You were helping the village, not profiting from our hardship. So all of you think those 4 cents shouldn't belong to me? Exactly. They shouldn't. That sentence hurt more than being called a scoundrel. At that moment, Mayor Xiao stepped forward. Jianming, it's not that your uncle doesn't trust you, but Xiao Ya is already a university student. She understands accounting. A university student understands accounting? Fine. Then today I'll show you the accounts. I turned around, went inside, and brought out an old folder. One by one, I spread the receipts across the table. First truck, 23,000 kilos. Diesel, 480. Loading and unloading, 600. Pre-cooling, 920. Weighing, 300. Shrinkage, 700 kilos. You only see the 48 cents, but nobody sees how much I actually kept from that truck. Do the math. And who knows if you didn't make those receipts afterward. My father sat on a stool, his pipe trembling in his hand. All his life, he had feared people saying the Zhou family was dishonest. I watched him lift his head. There was no doubt toward me in his eyes. There was fear. Fear that I wouldn't be able to bear the blame of an entire village. Jianming, if you really did nothing wrong, let everyone review the accounts. Fine. But reviewing the accounts isn't enough. First, return those 4 cents to everyone. Didn't you say you made nothing? Then if you give it back, you lose nothing. Once everything is clarified, if we misunderstood you, we'll pay it back. The moment those words were spoken, the villagers' eyes lit up. They didn't care about the truth. They had only heard 2 words. Return the money. Yes, give it back first. We're all from the same village. Take out the money and prove you're innocent. And with what money am I supposed to return it? The money I advanced hasn't even been paid back to me yet. Don't you have a van? You also have delivery contracts in the city. If you can help the village, then you obviously have resources. At that moment, I finally understood. They didn't want justice. They wanted me to absorb all the costs, and then thank them for allowing me to prove my innocence. Just then, my father stood up, walked over, and gripped my shoulder firmly. Jianming, return it. The Zhou family cannot live under suspicion. What about my dignity? Return it first. I closed the folder on the table. Fine. If you want me to return it, I'll return it. But let me make one thing clear today. Once I finish returning this money, I, Zhou Jianming, will never touch another garlic stalk from Qingxi. Who are you trying to scare? Without you, do you think garlic stalks can't be sold? Well then, I wish you all good prices. The next day, I drove the second-hand van I had bought after 2 years of delivery work straight to a dealership in town. The van was worn out, but it had accompanied me through countless early mornings. The owner walked around it and inspected it from top to bottom. Need money fast? 3,000. Last month you said it could sell for 4,200. Last month you weren't in a hurry. I didn't bargain any further and signed the sales contract immediately. Meanwhile, my phone kept ringing. The village group chat was already pressuring me. Yanming, when are you returning the money? Don't dodge us. We're all waiting. If you didn't take it, why are you afraid to return it? Then Zhao Xiaoya sent a voice message into the group. Uncles and aunties, don't worry. I'll keep an eye on this matter. I won't let honest people suffer losses. When I heard that, I almost laughed. Those honest people she spoke of were the same people who had blocked my front gate yesterday and kept my father awake all night. By evening, I set up a table in the courtyard of the village committee and placed a bundle of cash inside a red plastic bag. The mayor sat beside me with a notebook. Zhao Xiaoya stood behind him, proud as a general who had just won a battle. Wang Quilan, 13,000 kilos, 4 cents, 520. If you had done this from the beginning, everything would have been fine. Li Changshun, 8,600 kilos, 344. Yanming, don't blame the people. Everyone has lived through hardship. And I haven't? Uncle Li's expression froze. The people waiting in line immediately became impatient. Stop talking. We're still waiting back here. As I watched bill after bill leave my hands, my heart turned completely cold. Finally, it was the Zhao family's turn. The mayor deliberately cleared his throat. My household, 21,000 kilos, 840. Xiaoya, you take it. Those 21,000 kilos from your family were only collected because I spent an entire night finding cold storage space for them. Out of them, 3,000 kilos had already become woody. The pickling factory deducted the loss, and I never charged you for it. Now this 840, can you really take it with a clear conscience? Don't try emotional manipulation. What belongs to each person belongs to each person. She snatched the money from my hand. Her arrogance was unbearable. When I finished distributing the money, the villagers hurried away. But Zhao Xiaoya stayed. She took out her phone and pointed the camera directly at me. Zhou Jianming has now returned the difference to the villagers. This proves that if we unite, nobody will dare trample on farmers. You're posting that online? Of course. I want more people to know that helping the village isn't just empty talk, and anyone who wants to suck farmers' blood should learn a lesson. Fine. Just remember to upload the costs I just explained too. People aren't interested in your excuses. That night, when I returned home, the yard was empty. The van I depended on for my livelihood was gone. My mother was secretly secretly wiping away tears in the kitchen. My father sat silently at the doorway, smoking. I entered my room, put the remaining receipts into a drawer, and saw the renewal contract from the distribution center. I had planned to sign it once I finished helping the village sell its garlic stalks. Just then, Manager Lu from the distribution center called me. Brother Lu, Jianming, have you gotten yourself into some trouble recently? What happened? Someone reported you to the municipal authorities, saying you were reselling agricultural products for personal profit. They also claim you exploited the villagers. The center is worried this might affect us, so your contract renewal has been suspended. Brother, I know you're not that kind of person, but right now nobody wants to get involved in trouble. What happened now? I didn't answer my mother. I stood up and walked outside. I had just heard footsteps at the gate. When I stepped out, I saw Zhao Xiaoya standing at the entrance of the alley, holding a stack of papers and wearing an innocent smile. Xiao Jianming, I forgot to tell you. I was the one who wrote the collective complaint for everyone. Zhao Xiaoya, what exactly are you trying to do? She unfolded the papers. They were covered with names and red fingerprints. I want to protect everyone. Someone like you returns 4 cents today, but tomorrow you could take it back another way. The higher authorities need to know. We can't allow you to handle the village's produce ever again. I glanced at the petition. Aunt Wang's name was there. Uncle Li's name was there. Even Grandma Zhang, who had carried me in her arms when I was a child, had left her fingerprint. Do they know this complaint could cost me my job? That's your problem. If you're innocent, what are you afraid of? She said those words so easily, as if anyone she suspected automatically had to prove their innocence. What did you study in university? Communications? No wonder you're so good at taking things out of context. Drop the sarcasm. I'll say it clearly. Qingxi doesn't need fake good people like you. I'll lead everyone in selling the garlic stalks, and I'll sell them for a higher price than you ever did. I looked at the village committee courtyard behind her. The lights were still on. Many villagers hadn't even gone home. They watched us through the windows, waiting for the next spectacle. I ignored Zhao Xiaoya. I walked past her and headed straight into the courtyard. The people who had been whispering moments earlier instantly fell silent. I went directly to the table where I had distributed the money. Everyone. The money has been returned, and I've also seen the complaint. Some lowered their heads in guilt. Others pretended to smoke as if nothing had happened. Zhao Xiaoya walked in behind me and deliberately raised her voice. Don't be afraid. We're only defending our rights. Yes, you have the right to defend yourselves, and I have the right to stop helping. I took my phone out of my pocket and, in front of everyone, opened the city cafeteria purchasing group, the cold storage group, and the pickled food factory supplier group. Then I sent messages one by one. From this moment on, Qingxi's garlic stalks are no longer handled by me. Outstanding payments will be settled according to contract. For everything else, please contact the village committee or Zhao Xiaoya. Yanming, what are you doing?